time of the second ban here, V8, and you know, I don't know. Are they going to just ban out Gallia? Are they going to ban out Olaf? Those were big players. They are going to ban out Olaf. So Bromacia not going to be represented here. Shen dropped out by SoloMid. So these teams, I think everyone's learning to respect Shen. You know, we saw it at Hanover.
Yeah.
In day one, he was in or banned in every single game, and we're seeing, I think, it come back. He's been nerfed twice since, but they're just still all about this Shen right now. And,
he's a ninja.
You know, I mean, he's been represented well this tournament so far.
Yeah,
I would not,
for sure.
Yeah. Actually, Shen did lose in one of the off-screen games of Epic versus Curse. Curse did 2-0 Epic, and in one of those games, the losing team did have Shen there.
And as a quick update, Monomatic versus Dignitas is going on right now, actually, and Monomatic is up by 5 against Dignitas. So we'll have to see what they can pull out into this game.
Nice.
We
have
a
couple of cheers in the background.
Picks and or the next game, their game. Picks and bans. We do have Muffin Cutie picking up a Mundo, and there's Kog'Maw Janna again. Very detrimental, scary lane. Real terror coming from Kog'Maw Janna. Double slow, shield with more AD and a pop up that's going to keep you in Void Ooze. So that lane very scary. I
really like Janna Cog, and another option there, of course, is Nunu Kog'Maw as well. Those are the two comps I see most often. They're again going to grab the loot. Ooh. All these are good picks. I'm okay with all of these. Hey, you're still giving me good things. All right, Leona. Ooh, I like, if this is Leona Graves, I like this. I think this is actually really, really good. This is one of the best ways to shut down Janna Kog'Maw. Since that nerf on the shield where the AD goes away when the shield breaks, Janna is not the best lane babysitter anymore. And so you got aggressive lane like Leona. Yeah, I mean, this is good from V8. I think they can win this bottom lane.
That's great.
Before when they had the Lulu Tristana, which is less aggressive than this, they were up in minions early on. And so I think they can turn this one into a really good place. Now, the Mundo pick as well, actually, I was actually watching Triescamo play a Scrim against Monomaniac before, and he was actually playing solo top Mundo. So it actually might not even be the jungle. This could be a complete juke and grab him early, say, hey guys, you know our jungler, you know what's going on. Surprise, new jungler! So the Albon actually grabbing out Nocturne here. I like this. There's still a lot of other options here, but they've got a lot of long-range bombardment now. They can Nocturne ult into any fight. They've got Kog'Maw. They might grab Kennen, and again, Kennen can also go to either lane. So it could be Kennen versus Mundo top, could be Kennen mid, and they're going to have Takashi X counterpick here. But there are a number of options still available because Mundo could also still be in the jungle. So everything is still kind of open right now. But Reginald will be last picking, and he'll have the chance to counter whatever is in mid.
As you said before, I'm going to reiterate, I enjoy this Graves and Leona lane. As you said, Leona's passive, proccing. It's already going to bust through Janna's shield if she tries to shield somebody. So you're kind of getting more damage there. And then you can just go in. Graves is going to get tankier and tankier as he is shooting with his passive. And that lane is going to be hard to stop for them. That's going to be an special focus lane for sure. They're just not going to worry about Chaos. Still got a few picks to come in. Good global movement with Nocturne. He can get himself around the map, especially with Janna as well. It's going to give passive movement speed to the entire team. We have a good V8 has that sticky composition, as I like to call it. You get found in the jungle, you're not getting away, and that'll solidify that as well. We may have a Scion coming into the game on Triescamo.
Yeah, that is actually one of Triescamo's favorite picks. I was kind of talking like, you know, what are these like favorite champions? What do you think is going to be a likely pick or ban here? And he's like, the other one that's really obvious for us is Scion. I think people know I like to run Scion, so he's going to be running that. And I think that might be the Mundo jungle, and we'll see what Takashi runs. Morgana was actually a big deal for him. That was the champion that I was, yep, there it is. All right. So Morgana on Takashi, that is a beloved champion. And I'm guessing Karthus. So basically V8 said, oh, if we pick Morgana, they're going to go Karthus. Because Morgana can't bully. Oh, it is! It's going to be Singed. This is all kinds of interesting. Oh, this is going to be good on both sides.
There's going to be a lot of laughing in top lane.
A lot of laugh spam there from Dyrus. So you got a very, very tanky V8 team. Every single person has some way of giving themselves bonus health, bonus resists, something like that. All of them are very durable dudes, and they're all likely to build some kind of durable item. So V8 is tanky. V8 is tanky, and they've got a lot of burst damage. They can jump on one guy and hurt him really, really hard. Team SoloMid, they've again got Superhero Kog'Maw, and he went 6-0 last game. He had a rough start, but he turned it around and became very, very dominant. You've got, again, great initiation from Reginald and Dyrus. You've got Singed and Kennen, which is actually a little bit analogous to Olaf and Gallia, where you've got these flash AoE stun ults. You've got Dyrus kind of running in there and locking up individual guys. Of course, it's Fling instead of Axes this time, but and you've also got the Albon who can kind of clear very fast, can run very quickly, and can jump on enemy champions. So SoloMid, honestly running a fairly similar lineup to last time. It's a couple of different guys, but the things that they do are very similar, and they're going to have very similar fights, and they're going to have a good chance in these battles ultimately. V8, they've got Jungle Muda, which will definitely keep up and actually outpace Nocturne, which is a difference from last game. They've got a very early game focused bottom lane, much more so than before. I think they've got champions they're more comfortable with top and mid. I think that's going to play out for them as well. So if there's a game that V8's going to win, it's this one. They need to win it to stay in the upper bracket and bring it to a game 3.
Yeah, it is double elimination, so they're going to have to be careful, especially some of the teams after their first game have already lost today. And it's really coming down to the 5-on-5 team fights. Nobody's pulling it out anywhere except for that TSM game where we're kind of just like, whoa, you've never done that before. And maybe that's why TSM had their streams off for the entire week, because they were like, will this work? We just saw Moscow 5 do it and roll everybody a Hanover. Let's give it a whirl. And the only thing that was really different about Moscow 5 was Janna was in the jungle with Shyvana. But they really worked it so top and bottom could be the facilitator for those kills. And the CV came out huge again. Don't see it this time, actually. Only on Special, he's going to be running the CV. And these teams are really getting into it right now. Head-to-head, they're discussing what's going to go on. They do have that Dyrus going top. Going to become a very tanky Singed, able to give himself HP, armor, and a bunch of things you don't want to be chasing, obviously.
Yeah,
in that
you don't
top
want to chase
lane.
Singed.
No.
Guys, do not chase
chase.
Singed.
Chasing
please.
is bad.
There's a public service announcement brought to you by Riot Games. Do not chase Singed. It is a bad idea. Don't do it. You will die, and he will laugh the entire way through.
Yep. Then we see Unstoppable on Mundo, and that the new kind of, if you have innate speed on your jungler, or passive speed rather, and any abilities, you're going to run Exhaust. Because if you meet that jungler with a flash in the jungle, I don't know if it's going to be the same for Odd One because of how much damage that Nocturne does even early game. But that Exhaust is going to shut down that flash jungler, and they're going to be forced to flash away, and you're going to have control of that jungle. And all these lanes are gankable too. Every single lane that V8 has brings a stun or a root. They've got Morgana for Dark Binding, which is very, very long duration. You've got the Scion stun plus shield combo. You've got Leona there at the bot lane, who can also lock up. There's Iron Stylus cheering because I said Leona. Hi! Absolutely. So yeah, can we get a cheer for Leona? Can we get that for you guys? Even though it's not in this game, can you guys cheer for Teemo too, please? Could that? Hat person wearing a Teemo hat, actually. So I ask you wear it on stream next time, please. No, just for you. I mean, I have a Teemo hat now. My life is complete, possibly. I didn't bring my Trinity Force pillow, but I do have a Trinity Force pillow, by the way. It's awesome. It's by my desk. Everyone's jellyfish about it. Anyway, so V8, very tanky team. They have stuns in every lane. They've got Dr. Muna with Exhaust there as well for that gank. That's going to be a lot of power, and if they can actually get these ganks to come out, they need Unstoppable X to gank. I really think they need this. They've got such good ganking potential here. They need to go for it. Now, SoloMid, they've got, I think, a really, really good late game. If Kennen doesn't get shut down, Kennen gets really scary. If Singed doesn't get shut down, Singed gets really scary. Everyone just cheers for Singed, of course. Kog'Maw doesn't get shut down. Kog'Maw gets real scary. So I think V8 needs to make some early game strides. Indeed, guys. So we got TSM versus V8 coming up right now. If you want TSM to take this matchup with one more game, let me hear you. All right. And if you want V8 to pull this one back and bring us a game 3, let's hear it. All right, Freak, let's see what they got for level 1. Let's see what they're going to bring the crowd.
All right, well, right off the bat, they're actually moving both sides out the base. They're going to have Dyrus watch top. So SoloMid don't want to invade. They want to watch for aggression because, oh my gosh, the level 1 invasion from V8 is really good. Everyone can stun. Everyone can do crazy things. If they catch Reginald, he will die and just get chain stunned until he does so. They did... they did not bring Clairvoyance V8. They actually brought Exhaust Heal on this Leona. And so they're really just going all out for that lane. They're going to be a little bit unsafe not bringing Clairvoyance. But they're pinging out. The whole team is going through. They're going to check these brushes. Let's actually watch. Chaos sees a Morgana. He's running away from Unstoppable X. Kog'Maw, why are you turning around? Don't do it. It's a trap. They're actually all there. All right, now V8, of course, they don't see anything. And yeah, you can see just SoloMid running away. They know they're down here somewhere. There's a ball. I'm surprised they're staying in that brush, honestly. They can see both ways out, but if they blind Dark Blinding, seriously, they could blind Dark Binding and just go.
What are you gonna do?
Suddenly! Oh my gosh. Where'd they go? Oh, that was free kills. That was straight up free kills. Oh well. Oh, wow. SoloMid actually invading up. Look at that. They're actually going right away for this wolf camp. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to laugh if they catch him here.
Wow.
They have a ward. The thing is, they saw him come down. Like, they know they're here.
This is going to be awesome. They're setting up a
my
defensive wall.
Oh, there's Reginald.
Riot Shield. Oh, Reginald flashing out. The Ignite ticking down. I do not think it's going to kill him with a cleaver hit. He's going to have to throw this blindly. Reginald only has a little bit of time. Oh, coming up. Dyrus getting taken down. Almost going down. Dyrus will not fall. He still lives. Reginald's still alive in the bottom. Dyrus trying to stay alive. Oh, the stun comes out. Tree Eskimo. First blood. Unstoppable. Second. Oh, my gosh. The chase of chases has just occurred, and 2 minutes into the game, we have 2 kills. TSM has faltered twice, coming in on what was a ward that gave away the vision. TSM losing 2 people.
I mean, that's a really smart ward. Like, that was practice. That was like, hey guys, we know our level 1's really good. Let's ward our jungle because they will go for it. And that was really, really good. That was super awesome from VA. So guys, I was wrong. If you have 3 stuns, do chase Singed, because apparently it'll work for you. But now that their cooldowns are down, maybe. Anyway, so really good opening here. The first bloods went on to Dr. Mundo, who now has cloth and some potions still. He's just kind of clearing out, has that early blue buff. Pretty happy about that. Tree Eskimo with blue as well. And actually, I believe he got the first blood kill, solo lane with the first blood kill. Has a full level on Dyrus. Is going to be bullying quite a bit. Of course, there's a lot of minions here. Dyrus will get a lot of these back. It just depends how well he can last hit under turret. That's going to be a big deal with last hitting.
Morgana doing what she does best and pushing the minions into the tower. That tower is quite hungry, and it's going to start stealing all of Reginald's CS, but he's usually quite good at grabbing that back. Actually, not nailing that one, but he was going to grab it with the right click. Very nice. We do see bottom lane only starting off a little bit here, but it is going to be 17-7. It looks like Aframu's being pushed out a little bit here.
He's got a couple more minions to choose from, and he was part of those early team fights, so Chaos
this is true.
Got some free time in that lane, but yeah, I mean, they need to win this lane too. I mean, I think Tree Eskimo will still do well against Dyrus, but after a certain point, I mean, it's hard for an AP Scion to bully someone out of lane until you get a lot of mana regen. And we'll see if he has enough money to buy some items. He has 1 Doran's. Oh, okay. Mundo's coming down. He's been spotted by a ward. And they're actually going to say, yeah, never mind. No, I mean, Muffin could land the combo. He's got EQ. No, they're going to let Mundo go back into the jungle. They're not going to go for the invasion here. Tree Eskimo actually getting flung around by Dyrus. Has the shield still up. Will pop it there. Dyrus actually losing some health. He might actually recall here. He's out of mana as well. And that's going to be pretty easy for him to tank minions. He's got that passive that just blocks damage whenever he takes it. The Nocturne nearby. Oh no, they're actually going to send him to recall. Eski just continuing to farm up. Actually turned off Enrage. Okay, there he goes. Back on now. But let's see what they are up to. Muffin Cutie and Afram is still pushing around the bottom lane. Chaos. You're going to see the minion kills 27-22. So Chaos actually doing a great job there. Outlast hitting in this lane so far.
Muffin throwing down a ward at Dragon. Not that will be done for at least a few minutes, but they are going to get vision on that. It will help from the ganks coming in. So both bottom is warded. You won't see too much action there, really, recently. Seeing League of Legends matches between the professionals, it's a lot of focus for the jungler in mid and top. Mid and top are always assisting each other, and the jungler can just hop back and forth there. They are going to find him. Dyrus a little too far out of range. It looks like he got a little overzealous on that one. Does he put down the slow in the right spot? There is not enough, and they are going to be able to take him out. But the odd one finds himself in an odd position here, and he is going to have to shield.
An odd position, Riv? Thank you for that. Oh, man. His shield's still down, so Eski could do some burst here. He actually did stun the odd one a little bit up, but they've got 2 kills now on a Dyrus, and you know, I don't know if it's a SoloMid tournament curse, but their solo top is feeding again. I'm just saying. I know you guys love Dyrus, but I'm serious. Everyone was like, oh, they dropped the Rayman, they'll win now. And I'm just saying, Dyrus is 0-2. That's all I'm saying. So, he's a good player, don't get me wrong. All right, anyway, Aframu, Muffin Cutie still pushing out on these minions, though. Chaos still, he's TSM winning this bot lane right now. They're doing amazingly there. They're keeping the gold, 1,300 away. Top lane, thank you. Tresco getting jumped on by Odd One. The haste buff is gone, so he will be able to run away. Has a lot of money, can buy again. 700 gold, that's going to be nice for him. He's going to use that. I don't know if he should stay in the lane. He's got Mundo here to control for him. Okay, yeah.
Well, you can see that after that, Takashi actually back to buy already, but hasn't been back since after those first few. He actually only got an assist off that, so he did go to purchase, but he's been winning his lane pretty handily right now. 41, actually to 41, so nobody's winning that lane. He was just getting the push down, not really considered winning it, just being more aggressive than anything. And you'll see Reginald backing up to grab his Wraiths. That's going to keep him in that CS game and allow him to get a little bit more money and possibly farm over Takashi coming late if he does not start going for Wraiths as well.
Oh, and Takashi is first to 6, well, I guess they're both 6 now, but Takashi at 6 can bully Reginald around. I think she has more damage than he does. That ult combo into Tormented Soil and the Root as well. Dark Binding, I mean, she can bully Reginald, just Black Shield and go for it. Yeah, there's the Black Shield. Doesn't want to take any damage there. We'll put the puddle down. I think he's trying to play my game with Reggie.
Coming in right below. Looks like he's just going to farm, maybe?
No, he got CV, or I don't know. I think they need Morgana could turn around for that. So I would go for Chiz. Ooh, good juke there by Reginald. Takashi get a little bit more free damage. I think in this next wave, Takashi could push and would turn this around for a kill. I think she could actually make Reginald at least burn Flash and go from there.
Reginald choosing to almost back, sees that Wraiths are gone. He's gonna hide off in the corner and try and hook Reginald as he comes down here. Takashi playing the blind spot right now. That Fog of War is covering him, so Reginald may walk into this, but he can see Reginald not really pushing the lane that fast, so he's gonna go back.
Yeah, I don't think he'll go for any turret pressure here. Yeah, and Takashi loses out on the 3 melee minions for that Gambit. Doesn't get anything out of it, unfortunately, but does have the ability to AoE farm once more. Actually, the lane will push towards his side, so if Reginald wants to last hit, he's got to use basically Qs, or he's got to get into a scary place. And you can see now that Takashi is going to kind of walk up in front, try to zone out Reginald. Not really going to do too much, though, unfortunately. So.
Great job there, Reginald, or Dyrus rather, helping out the odd one so he can get back and get into the jungle faster. He does have red buff, so all that time that he wastes going back, he decides to use that as well. He says, I may not, no, he actually just got red buff, so he's still going to try to use it here. Onto Tree Eskimo. Tree Eskimo with a good ward is going to keep himself alive, and he's going to notice that. The odd one's now going to start creeping, though.
Yeah, but he doesn't see him come in. We don't know. I mean, Dyrus kind of running into that brush. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but whatever. Yeah, I think he wants to get a fling there onto Tree Eskimo, make him burn the stun, and then come in there, fling him in, and just go for the damage output. They've got the red buff, they've got slows. They could kill Eski here. I think he knows something up, though. He's playing super, super far back. Without ward coverage, he just knows to be safe.
Switching that out. Odd one saying, no, Tree Eskimo had a ward. I'm going to go back, as well as Dyrus. Needs some mana. Again, Reginald farming up those Wraiths, continuing to get himself, and he has taken the lead in Wraiths by almost 4 until Morgana just took those ones in middle, so those are keeping him up.
Well, they're going to push for blue, possibly.
Yep, they are going to look at this blue. You see Mundo coming around the bottom side, and they're going to actually get a ward in there, but Mundo is going to do the same thing Odd One just did top, possibly. Going to start heading into these bushes, see if they can get a good push on.
Oh, he's going around. They don't know. Oh, no, they've pinged. They know he's there. They've backed off the turret. There's the CV. They know Takashi's there. Blue buff might go to Odd One. Yeah, because they don't care. Reginald's an energy user, so they're okay here.
Yep.
They just pink warded, though. They're going to remove the wards. So they could... Oh, nice. That's really smart by Special. He's now warded outside of that pink ward range. You can see that V8 cannot clear that ward out, so they can see if bot lane comes to go for Dragon. However, mid and jungle can go over, and they can kind of just duo it. And it actually might not be the worst idea in the world. They could tank it for long enough to kill it.
Dyrus was looking to push past the turret, but it looks like he's not going to be able to do that. Tree Eskimo coming back to lane, going to try to get some damage done on him here. He's going to actually run with him. That's a very smart tactic. Usually you'll try to hit the person and chase them, but if you can take a few more steps and get beside them, you're going to get more hits off than you would have if you're trying to chase them. So it's a smart play there by him, even though he didn't continue the fight.
And Takashi trying to, I don't know if he's trying to bait Kennen into roaming up top or what, but I think Takashi needs to make some movements. This is kind of one of the things that Morgana can do. She can push a wave out, and then she can immediately turn around, and then she can use that momentum to just like gank a lane. She's got no minions to worry about, just push in and you know, just kind of control the map that way. And Takashi's not been doing that too much. Now running back towards top. This lane is pretty much equalized here. She could just go for the Wraiths again anyway. I think she's like trying to find Odd One. Might have seen him actually. No, just all the way going top. And actually, Sinja's so far up, they could get this kill. Eski could definitely go for a stun here. 1 second till it's up. There's the Dark Binding. Almost lands, but they're going to die for it. There's the ult on for Morgana. Exhaust is on, though. It's going to be a little bit scary. Eski's got to be careful. Ignite. Eski will get out, and that will be a kill picked up. Their third kill on a Dyrus, but SoloMid, they got a full minion wave worth of kills, and they're going to go for some turret pressure as well. Unstoppable actually took a lot of damage here, and they're going to go in for the ult from Kennen as well. Unstoppable not in a good place right now, trying to get away. Odd One fears him, but I believe he popped his ult as well, so he's going to be okay. Regen's up a lot of health, and he's going to be fine here.
Just getting updates from the other games. It looks like MM has been able to take out Dignitas in their matches. 2 straight.
2 up, really?
Indeed.
Wow.
The first blood on Mundo in one of these games was in 3 minutes. They've really come out strong for Mono Manic. Can't wait to see them in the tournament. We do have a 12-minute dragon going down here by V8. If that goes down, it's going to spawn in another 6 minutes, so we'll probably have an 18-minute dragon.
Wow, there we go, V8. Actually, Unstoppable taking a lot of damage here from the dragon. We'll go for the smite. There we go, picks it up. Only 100 health left on him. He's going to be a little bit hurt here, but he'll survive it. Looks like it's going to be okay here. Singe, though, still top lane. Dyrus, level 8, has Merc Treads, going for a Catalyst next. Look at the minion counts here. We've got 87 on Scion and Morgana both versus, well, only 59 and, 95, though, on Kennen. So, Triesco is winning this top lane against Dyrus, but the mid lane, Reginald, pretty equal against Takashi X. So we're going to see if they can spin these out farther. Afremu as well, pretty equivalent here. 94 to 110, Chaos. You know, this pick was supposed to be an aggressive bot lane, but they've not been able to shut down SoloMid at all. So Chaos, I think, is going to be the reason that SoloMid wins if they can win this game. It's going to be on Chaos' back.
We do see a little bit of movement here from Unstoppable. They don't have wards down bottom. He throws down a pink, but they do have vision. No, they're just actually choosing to back off. So mentally, they just screwed up Unstoppable pretty good. He's not going to gank. He's going to go ahead, get back into his jungle. He is doing quite well for himself. He has the GP on, GP10, and a little bit of cooldown from the Kindle Gem is going to help him get more cleavers off. As he moves through the jungle, he just has Wraiths and Wolves to do. We'll probably see him back into a lane for a gank. The odd one, also not wearing any of his buffs, but he does have red, so we'll see his lane presence in just a few minutes. Looks like Dyrus still taking damage, not really able to do anything in this damage trade. So all you do is Singe the top at this time is farm, and that's what he's going to do.
Yep, going to go for that quite a lot. Looks like a little bit of waiting around in the bottom lane. Leona has her ultimate. She could jump onto this cannon.
Takashi just creeping in. Creep.
They don't know she's there. Their wards are all gone. They've warded onto the odd one as well. They know he's there. You go for the Dark Binding. He won't shield it in time. They don't follow up though. But now shield's down if they fight in the next 20 seconds. Afremu solo at the bottom lane is probably okay though. Actually, no. Kak's doing a good job freezing the lane, so he's actually not getting any minions out of this right now.
There's a good ward actually placed out by TSM. They do know that they're in the jungle, so they tried to do this last time, but we're taken out. Looks like they won't try to oppose it on this one. They're going to give that to Takashi.
Oh, they're teleporting to a ward. Buff is coming down to the bottom lane. They're going to jump onto KX. The slow goes off on a special. They will jump in on this. Does have some spells. Oh, a nice ult. They get the kill anyway. Afremu gets 300 gold out of that one. KX with a very good flash to get away, but they did pick that one up.
That's one of those times when you're like, I did everything I could. And they just had so much range there. No,
that was really good. She went down, still got the slow.
Yep.
Landed everything else, and knocked her back. I mean, just a lot of good plays, but yeah, it was not quite enough. Good movement there. The summon teleport had to be used though, so that was a little bit of pressure.
Reginald doing a great job of keeping that farm up at his tower. 114 to 108 right now. This looks like we do have Scion creeping in here. The odd one does not know he's coming around. They do have a ward though, so we may have the shield up in time. He does get the shield. Triascamo sees that, and he will not give him that attack speed by trying to do the Cryptic Gaze.
Okay, it's a 4v, 2 to 4 right here. V8 are going to go maybe for this kill here. Afremu's kind of low. No, they're too afraid of Reginald showing up. Thing is, they had the numbers advantage. Expansion was gone. Dyrus was gone. They could have probably fought there. Reginald not level 11 was not all that scary. They don't have a repeat ward here, so they know. Ooh, they could go for an initiate here.
Oh, he just used his E, so he does not have Electrical Surge, but he does have that path up top instead of going back to his turret.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got away pretty smartly. Actually, a stun there on a Chaos. Some good damage there from Muffin. Actually, some good damage from Chaos as well. And there's the ult from Nocturne. Muffin, the exhaust comes down, but they're going to have to keep running. The heal is not going to be enough. Muffin QT will go down. First kill on the board for Team SoloMid. It's going to go to the odd one here. 81 minions and a kill now. He's actually pretty rich. 3,600 gold is not bad at all. Afremu not in a good place right now. Does not want to fight this 1v2. Kax thankfully is low on mana. Otherwise, this would be a lot more painful. He will get out of this. Has some decent items. Again, Kax going for the Zeal after 2 Doran's Blades. So that is going to be the build again. Relying on attack speed, relying on Bioarcane Barrage. Reginald now jumping in onto Takashi. This could be actually very, very painful. 11 to 12. Takashi has cooldowns. Will not land them.
Tree Eskimo and Dyrus just completely negating each other's farm up top. One will run by, the other one explode the lane, and it just resets every time. These two not even really attacking each other. It's the kind of same amount of health, but they regen as well at the same time. So they're kind of just playing footsies up top. Looks like we're going to see Reginald going down, throw a ward down in middle, keeping himself safe. He did just see a gank come from that angle, so he can kind of play safer down towards the bottom, but no, he can escape from there as well.
Yeah, I mean, you see Eski
going around. So that ward was pretty great.
Yep, ward was absolutely awesome. Let's see, Muffin. Yeah, they're not finding anyone to kill. Oh, they've already pinged. They know
do they have the
down
wave
there
to do this? Takashi being very aggressive as he goes for Tribush, and they're going to again go for the Morgalt shutdown as that minion wave hits the tower.
Oh my gosh, they don't know that they're ult. Oh my gosh, now they do.
Oh dear.
Oh, that was a very good toggle, but they're going to go for it anyway. The ult goes down the slow onto Chaos. Chaos might get dropped here. The stun should land. And oh my gosh, the burst damage. They pick up one. Now Muffin getting hurt a little bit. They've got to be careful. Chaos could blow up Muffin. They do get that kill. They managed to trade that off. And that was just enough CC coming from SoloMid to make that happen.
I saw a slight tear in Iron Stylus's eye just now.
Dara is just Jane farming top lane. Up to 113 minions, actually equalizing pretty close. Actually picked up a heart of gold because the farm was so difficult a while ago.
It's going to be a nice grab middle as well. I believe they were able to grab that dragon, so this is going to be a little bit extra money for them. It's 23,000 gold to 21,000. Dyrus in a tanky position now. He does have his GP items, and it looks like he is going for the Rod, maybe? Maybe Banshees, probably Rod.
Yeah, Famu's in good shape because he has an Infinity Edge already, though. And actually, he's maxing Smoke Bomb. He's actually maxing Smoke Bomb second and actually leaving 1 point in Quick Draw. That's surprising.
What's great Smoke is for is actually helping your jungler come out of the jungle and your lane not seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's burst damage, which I understand. It's a lot of cool things, but I've not seen that before, so we'll see how that pans out. Dyrus just dodging a cleaver there. SoloMid all kind of ready for that. See actually that V8 can only see Odd One, but they kind of know where they are. V8 actually all on the flag of war as well for the most part, and they're just kind of just standing around in front of each other in front of Dragon. Now there is an Oracle for Unstoppable X, who's going to clear these wards out, and they knew they have their own green ward at Dragon, so they know they can deny a lot of vision here. SoloMid does not see them. They have to ping and guess. They do have a CV. V8 does not know where they are. This is scary. Actually, they're all leaving, though. They can go for this dragon for free.
Yeah, they kind of all waited it out. They did get the CV down, and as soon as the CV goes, just as you would start Baron, they are going to get the Drake and take that out. You're going to see that coming out about 25 minutes. And Dragon actually came up only 50 seconds ago, so they had really good movement going for that. They were already ready and poised to take it. Not much TSM could have done in the first place. Yep,
2,200 gold the lead, which actually I feel like is shrinking from before. They're up 4 kills, and did they get both dragons basically? Are they 2-0 on dragons? So they're 2-0 up on dragons and 4 up on kills, and they're only winning by 2,000 gold. Oh, the stun goes off on the Odd One. They can jump in for this. He's taking a lot of damage right now. A beautiful John ult comes off. Now Muffin is alone. He is going to be scary. By the way, actually it's 1-0 mono Dignitas House. It's not 2-0. FYI, they're both still in that right now. Yeah, second game is underway. So okay, but Eski taking some damage right here from KX. They did not manage to pick up the kill after that Odd One stun. Looks like he did burn his flash to do so, though. And actually going to sit back, and Dyrus laughing all the way to the bank, picking up some more minions. And oh, Eski shows up, is like, hey, buddy. Oh, they could pinch him. I mean, he should not let him recall in this brush right now.
What?
Why are they letting him do this? This was a free kill. Okay, Dyrus stops recalling. He wants to die, is what I'm getting from this.
Oh, here he goes. He's going to take the turret going past.
Oh, that is what? That is silly.
What is it?
Oh, that's a good fling, though.
Wow.
All right. Dyrus, you're silly, man.
I got to say, Dyrus, thanks for keeping it classy.
He's making it interesting. I'll give him that. He's like, well, they won the first game. I'll run around randomly a little bit. And then we'll just try again or something. I don't know. But wow. So Dyrus making it look close. We're just going to farm out these minions. Now he will really recall after he got that extra minion wave there. I'm up QD to get Clairvoyance there. Expression's been really good at landing CVs in this tournament, by the way. Like he's spotted like every gank coming. They have, I mean, really good coordination overall, and just, I mean, they've been really good at that. So
the really good thing about his CVs is he's not like, I think the guy is here. He'll place it in a general area to give him vision of other vantage points that would be helpful to see as well. So he tries to figure out what the best position for his CV would be, and not just right on blue golem because I can see him.
Yep, the Odd One picking up some of these. Wait, did their red get stolen? Because no one's wearing red, and he just cleared out the rest of that camp. Unless KX got it, I guess.
KX has a red.
Okay. Cool. So the odd one clearing out a little bit of mid. Kind of a lot of movement here. And actually, Reginald is getting blue for the first time. They're going to let him pick that up now. Actually, not going Woda, by the way. He doesn't have another mage on his team. Actually, I mean, Dyrus could use it, but whatever. He's going for the fast Abyssal. Hasn't even upgraded boots, though, which is a bit surprising to me, but I trust him, of course. Picking up these. I like how Odwin and Reginald actually switched lanes a little while. He was jungling and Odwin took mid. Again, Eski trying to fight up onto Dyrus. Will land that stun. Wants to blow up the shield near the minions as well. Actually, he can take a lot of damage here. Dyrus could do a lot of pain. Yep, there's a fling. Oh, nice move by Eski. Gets him flung back into the turret instead of flung back into the poison trail. Unstoppable Lex is here. He'll have to wait for another minion wave before he can push in on that, though. He could wait, though.
Looks like Dyrus is going to come back in. This is great. I love Dyrus. I thought he was going to help the odd one again with golems, but it looks like he's going to do him for himself. Just tank those out. Looks wraiths are being taken as TSM gathers up their jungle to get back into these lanes and try and push V8 back. Right now it's 6-2 in favor of V8 after a very dominating TSM game. So V8 definitely rethought this one out, pulled out their A game, and they came into this one straight heads on. So we'll see. They've already been doing better. They still are up by about 2,600 gold right now. It's going to help them out a lot, especially if that's distributed out amongst your AD and AP carry. And we do see that Trieskimo is doing well top. He kind of went for Dorans, but he has that Rabadons as well as Morgana with the Zonias, and that can really throw an entire team off if you're getting ready to use your cooldowns and you're just staring at the person, and then their whole other team comes out from the backside and takes you out because you can't attack them. So big things and big items right now for V8. Those two things could really make this next fight for them. But the items coming out, you said Abyssal Scepter on Kennen. He didn't go for that Woda too much because there aren't too many mages on the team. Makes sense. Dyrus is tanky. His ultimate's going to do that for him anyways and giving him HP back. We're just going to see where the initiation comes in from. With all the stuns that V8 has, can Odd Ones just Nocturne ult in? It's really not going to work that well.
Yeah, well, we'll see. They do have good initiation again because they can basically shove everyone up towards V8 and be like, choose who you want to kill. Dyrus, the Odd One, Reginald, all three of them can just jump at V8. And if they don't coordinate well, they're not going to really get to choose who to kill. And they can all actually survive it as well. Reginald has a lot of MR. Thanks to the Abyssal Scepter and all that. Actually, Eski's going to have to be careful. They're all coming up for him. There's the Nocturne ult. Eski's been found. He blocks the stun. Great spell shield there. Actually breaks through Eskimo's shield additionally. And he's going to run. Oh, good flash. But can Dyrus catch up anyway? He goes. There's the fling. Another shield comes out from Eski. And, oh, wow, Reginald coming down through the turret. This is not looking good for Sign right now. Still trying to run away. He's killing as much time as possible. Trying to land a stun. Still going to drop down. Nice try, though. But they're going to push down one turret. Morgana's up to another one. Nocturne picking up the credit for that one. Expressor getting caught out. And then they land the root. They get the rest of the damage. Yes! Alpha picks that one up. So they traded kills, but they won a turret for it. Or they might trade turrets. Dyrus might pick this one up. But V8 looks like they're firing on all cylinders. And they're going to jump up on a Reginald. And here comes Takashi as well. The ult is on. Reggie's not going to look happy about this one. Oh, and Muffin picks up that kill. They're going to keep going onto this turret. 8-3. They're up 5,000 gold now. They've managed to grow that lead once more. And I think Dragon is soonish.
They're a completely different team from last game. V8 pulling out all the stops here and doing very well. Have already pushed that bottom lane down to the inhibitor turret. Middle are also back to their second defensive line. And they have only lost 2 turrets in the entire game. They have control over Dragon as it comes up and the timing as we're about to see it here, 25 minutes.
They're a couple seconds early, but I guess... So I was right, Dragon soon. Okay. They're still winning around, though. Looks like SoloMid's not going to try. You can see they're all way up here. And there we go. And they have no vision. They will get another Dragon. Looks like 31, about 5 seconds to be the respawn there. So VA, this is, I think, their third now in a row. They've been doing a very, very good job of constantly controlling Dragons. They've got themselves a lot of gold this way. They've actually gone up on turrets. They've gone up on kills. By every valuable metric, they're winning, except for having a Cogma. That is the one thing they don't have in their favor. So, I mean, SoloMid can play that card all the way to the bank, and we'll see if that's going to be it for him, or if V8 can keep this gank pressure going on. They're doing really good at roaming around the map and causing kills. If they can keep that happening, then they're going to be in good shape here.
Yeah, if Chaos can keep himself from being focused too much, that's the great thing about Kog'Maw is he just keeps scaling into the game because of his abilities. He has passive attack speed, and his W is always going to rip on the tanks here. Always going to be able to do a little bit of significant damage. Sometimes as the AD carry late game, you'll shoot some people and you'll be like, I can't even shoot him anymore. That's not somebody I can focus until my entire team can. But Kog'Maw kind of has that decision. If one of their tanks engages, you can waste a few spells on him because you're going to do damage. And that's really what Freak was talking about with having that Kog'Maw on the team.
Yeah, Kog'Maw can shred almost anyone who comes at him. You need a lot of assassins to make your way through on to something like Kog'Maw, and that's not going to be the case here. So they're going to rely on beating through the rest of this team. And the fortunate thing for SoloMid is Dyrus is not doing so well. Like he's got a Catalyst. He's now going for a Rylaze, but he doesn't have tons of health or armor MR. I mean, they could burn through him. He will get all the way out. SK will not go for that initiation. If you had Flash, they can actually go for like a Flash stun on KX, but the whole rest of the team is not close enough. But I mean, there's opportunities here for a lot of burst damage. Looks like Eski going to go with his cage pick. He's going to go for looks like Deathfire Grasp next. So now that he's got the Rabbit and Death Cap, he wants to go full burst mode and pick up some kills.
Really quite late in the game for not seeing an Oracles yet. Both teams have quite good vision.
Oh, they're going to initiate it on V8. They've got a Shirley's out. Takashi going to...
Oh, Dark Binding just missing there. Got a Shuriken coming out from Reginald. Looks like they're going to take down the Wraiths to stun, but Dyrus not the one to initiate on. It looks like he actually popped his ultimate because of that, so that will be down for the next fight.
That's actually really massive there.
That's very big, especially for Singe. That movement speed throws people off. You think you have the kill, and Singe will keep you running forever. And as we said before, don't chase him.
They're pinging to stab for blue. You can see Unstoppable X kind of pulling that one down. Furumu nearby, they put the ward down. And they are... Nope, they're just going to let Unstoppable X pick it up because they're very afraid of getting pushed out. You can see SoloMid Dyrus does now have that Rylaze. That is a very, very big deal. It's going to make him a lot more disruptive in these fights. His Fling will slow for 35%. His Poison Trail will slow for 15%. And that's going to be the entire team, the entire fight in that case. So that is a good amount of slow to have. Still got 40 seconds on that ultimate. Does have Ghost and Exhaust. Oh, they tried to go for a cheeky little Leona stun there.
Oh, there we go. They finally see the ward.
Yeah.
Go ahead and grab that out. As I said, there's no Oracles on the map. Unstoppable making me a liar. Looks like he's going to see what he can clear. We do have 3 gathered in mid here. Nocturne and the odd one just jungling about, trying to see if his buffs are ready for him. I think, it definitely doesn't look like it's there. There'd be a skull on our screen as well. And another ward is placed, so Xpecial continuing to keep that up. He still has 2 more on him, but no pinks and no Oracles. And his cash flow right now probably isn't the best being sport. 704, so he has enough for an Oracle and still some wards. You have to see what he gets when he goes back. They have gathered 5 in middle. Looks like they're going to do a nice push down mid. After this, we could see a Baron. There's a pretty nice wave down bottom. Is going to take that turret for him as well, so they're getting a little bit of free gold there. And looks like they can keep the pressure on.
You're going to see Eski go ahead and try to clear out some of these minions. Let's do a great job with the shield, though. We're going to see if they can just last hit these anyway. Some decent gold coming out for V8. But yeah, SoloMid just kind of knocking on their door, which is surprising because they're down about 5,000 gold. They're down 5 kills. And they're like, it's okay. We got this. We know what we're doing. We're going to kind of pressure you guys. And, it worked out. They managed to sort of stabilize the game. They're going to let this game run on a little bit longer. And honestly, the later it goes, the scarier Chaos gets. And honestly, Sion, he's better early than late. His amount of dominance early is really, really high. His amount of dominance late is more moderate. And so, the more this game goes on, I mean, really, TSM's going to be happy to have this game run on.
Indeed. They got to be careful, though, because they haven't seen a 5-on-5 yet. It's usually been one person just kind of picking off somebody else. And if we look at this, we have Morgana, Mundo, you got Trieskimo stunning and his shield going off while popping his ultimate and just getting all of that lifesteal back. So once they get into a huge fight, especially Leona ultimate coming down, stunning, there you have a lot of AoE burst damage. If they can catch that in the right area, they're going to be winning that fight for sure.
Jana and Singe are far, so V8 going for the Baron attempt. They're going to try to get a catch with Shirelli as Reginald's close by. They land. No, he flashes the slow. He's going to be okay. They've managed to burn that. So a flash for a Shirelius and a Leona ult, and Reginald's kind of stuck here, and Alpha's going to look for him.
That was a really great job by Chaos, just firing off his ultimate to get full vision of Baron.
They've pinged it back. Now that Reginald's far, they might go for it again, which makes a lot of sense. They can again sweep wards. They have the oracles, and Stopluck's going to lead the charge in. Hey, look, a ward. Let's do it. Afro going to take turret shots.
Bottom.
Reginald's so far away.
This is going to be big for them. They do have a lot of damage. The shield is down. They're not going to really want to time this until Baron's low, so they can go ahead and steal it as well. But they're also watching the cooldowns. We see Sion using his ultimate right now. The Aegis is being procced on everybody, though, so they're getting a little bit of attack damage and armor. A few initiations going out. Reginald is going to be milling. Not Reginald, rather Dyrus going in. Dyrus looking for a flip, but they catch Chaos. The ultimate from Takashi is going to do quite a bit of damage, but they flash out of this. It looks like the damage being done by Afromu, and Graves will fall. Takashi will be the next focus. The Janna ultimate slightly saving Nocturne with a double kill. Great job by the odd one to keep this fight going. And TSM finally able to turn it around for a kill. The third one in their favor, and it looks like they have grabbed a good amount of momentum off that fight. Like I said, it was going to be a very big, scary fight for them. With all the AoE, TSM had to adjust a few times. A great Janna ult really broke up the damage that V8 was doing. They just gained full control of that Baron area.
Yeah, that was actually really, really smart. Reginald came around the left-hand side over here. Unstoppable wants to stop Baron. He will not be able to, and actually Reggie could pick up this kill. His ult is still down for 6 seconds. If Reginald can land a couple more spells, there's a stun. One more attack, can he land it? One auto, can he juke the Q? Can he juke it?
Oh!
No!
Wow.
Does not juke the Q.
Wow. Great shuriken.
There are all the kills. Now the thing is, still the gold lead is there for V8. But yeah, Reginald came around the left-hand side, initiated in, and even though KX got caught, there was a good Janna ult. Sion managed to disrupt the Tree Eskimo Sion the entire time, or Singe managed to do that, so they were not able to follow up on the amazing sort of catch there onto Kog'Maw. He managed to survive the entire fight and just spit out damage. You can see he's 2, 1, and 3 now, has an Infinity Edge and a Phantom Dancer. And SoloMid just got rich off that, and they're going to be really happy. Only 1,000 gold now the difference. That is not enough to really matter. And they're going to move actually for Dragon, which will completely equalize it by that point.
Oh man, Dyrus coming out with the Rylas. Now you won't be able to chase him. We do have Kennen finishing that Woda. That's going to be helpful for both him and Ryze to just keep his poison on, run around the fight and heal. Or Singe, thank you. And we got Graves coming up into mid as Afro Moo.
Yep.
He was building. He does have his Infinity Edge finished. What is he building next? Maybe he got that sword early.
Oh, is that Graves you're talking about?
Yes.
Last Whisper. Last Whisper is going to be the pickup there at that point. It's kind of the 3rd DPS item you get after Edge Phantom Dancer. And he needs that so he can actually start chopping through Dyrus, who's actually going for a Frozen Heart next. He's really trying to chop down the auto attack damage, get some armor to sort of tank out Afromu. And they're finally going to actually go for the Dragon this time after picking up blue buffs, a little bit of farm. They're going to grab that one. And now they're up for 100 gold right now. Since the beginning of the game, TSM have finally built themselves a lead. They turned this one completely around. They've got Baron buff still for about 2 minutes. There's going to be a 5-minute timer left. Looks like 38 minutes going to be the respawn on Baron, 39 the respawn on Dragon. We'll see if SoloMid can make this work, or if they're going to wait around and let V8 kind of catch back up.
Looks like they will be able to clear these minions quite easy on the turret. No big push here from TSM, but they are staying right at the front door. They lost a lot of turrets, and that bottom lane is also pushed all the way. So that was good money for V8 to grab in that time. The team fight, however, as I said, I thought was going to go in favor of V8. But the positioning and mechanics right now of TSM, very smart, stayed away from that, waited for that Janna ulti as everybody was really low in health and they could focus somebody else out. Just as it happened, able to grab Baron after that. We have 2 blue buffs, one on Reginald and one on Chaos. So these guys cooldowns to the max as they go into this next fight. Maybe they can get in front of this minion wave, possibly just put Dyrus on that and take this turret out. Nope,
yeah,
staying away from Tree Eskimo. It's still, V8 has a scary team.
They got some good damage on the Dyrus though. The Dark Binding into the turret range is pretty good. There's no dedicated healers there for SoloMid. However, Baron buff's going to give them a lot of regeneration. You see his health kind of coming up. And of course, Woda now being finished as well means his Poison Trail will heal him. Dyrus will like that quite a bit.
This is kind of one of those things you have to consider. We're pushing a semi-pushed lane. Look at top. We do have Baron. We should utilize this. Looks like Nocturne is going to start doing that. Or he's going to go around. He saw something in the jungle.
I think he's going to split push, then ult into the fight. He's going to kind of pull a hotshot GG at that point and just go solo top for a little while. And then kind of join the team later on. Be a guy who can kind of get across the map. There we go.
And they do see him moving. You can kind of see him now doing a switcheroo, going back to mid. They're going to get this split on. So it's going to be a pretty nice minion wave top. They have sent one of the best clearers. Sion's going to be able to do that quickly. Right now they just have control, but they're not utilizing Baron. They got the gold and whatnot. They don't have to do anything with it, but it would really help to get another turret, get another push down, get the minion waves up, and you go back and clear Dragon.
Oh, SC could get caught out right here. He has to flash away from Kennen. He will make it out, but yeah, Reginald could have full combo at that point.
Baron has war off. We'll see that again in 3 minutes.
Yep. 38 and change going to be respawn there. They're going to still push through. They've managed to not get the mid turret. Looks like top turret's going to be their thing though. V8 are not ready. They're going to get this turret for free. Excellent job there by SoloMid maneuvering and causing V8 to move around in weird ways.
Let's see if they have the timing on this. Another 40 seconds and they'll be able to go for Dragon as well if they want to just kill this mid minion wave. Head down there. They're going to go ahead and back and get ready for Baron. They need some more wards on the map as they've been out for quite a while. We do see Xpecial doesn't have any left right now. Heading over to see if Muffin Cuties picks him up. He does have an Oracle, but they do not have any wards to place right now.
Oh, they catch Dyrus though. This actually could be enough damage, and they will completely melt Dyrus there. Excellent by V8. They need to turn this into an advantage. They need to get 2 turrets out of this. They're still down in gold because of the earlier turret kills and the advantage that TSM had, but they've got 48 seconds to make something happen. And without your main initiator, that can be a lot. Let's see what they can do. They have basically 2 minion waves. They have this minion wave and the next minion wave to make that happen. So they're going to see if they can clear it. Oh, they catch Chaos. Oh my god, the stuns are coming off. Chaos down to 1/3 right now. Reginald getting hit up as well. Morgana will land that stun. Can he get the rest of his damage? Reginald's gone down. Chaos might fall as well. They will pick that one up too. Oh, has to force back Takashi. Zonya Zing will survive. Chaos some nice damage from his passive. Eski did fall, but they picked up 2 for 1, and they're going to go on for this turret. They have 50 seconds with Kog'Maw and Kennen gone. Right now it's a 4 versus 2.
Wow, great job there. And actually, you can see Chaos on the chat screen for us, just picking up a Quicksilver sash. That would have saved him in that fight.
Yeah.
Had it a little too late there, but a great fight there. 1 for 3 as they came out of that. Looks like they're going to grab this inhibitor nice and clean. They do have a bottom wave to push into that turret. They may just let that go by itself, as they also have a top wave to be cleared. So good minion visibility, actually, for V8. They can do pretty much whatever they want for the next few seconds.
Yeah, well, they've got to wait until, I think, 30... Actually, they're a minute too early for Baron, unfortunately. That would be a good time as well. Is be like, hey,
right.
we got a 4v2, rush Baron. But that's not going to be the case here. They put down the smoke bomb as well, trying to keep them away. And let's see if they can regroup and pick anything up. The blue buff is back up for them. They could use that. The red actually respawned for SoloMid, so Odd One I think is going to make a stab for that pretty soon. Or give it to Chaos. Dyrus charging back through mid, wants to pick up some gold. Actually, no, not going for Frozen Heart, but going for Warden's Mail. So that might be a Randuin's later on. Does have the Heart of Gold, so I do see that. But yeah, he switched to armor stack. He's got 191 armor right now.
He's got a bunch of recipes going on.
Yeah, he's got a lot of half-built items, which I actually think is good because they're all very efficient right now.
Yeah, none of those are any waste of money. They're all helping him. They're all assisting his team as well. So definitely good buys.
Yep. The Odd One just kind of push through. They got to deal with super minis, which means it's going to be a little bit harder for them to push every time they go for it. Baron's going to be up in about 14 seconds. We'll see how that's going to pan out for him. That's going to be a very, very big deal. And TSM in the fog of war is going to be real soon. There it is. It is up. V8 must know about this.
Special throwing out the words. Finally went back and got some as everybody back. Looks like Kennen is going to... He's staying mid. He's saying, no, we're not doing Baron. You should not go that way. It's not... Okay, that's what we're doing. Here we go. And as Kennen starts moving up from middle, it looks like Trieskimo says, I'm not buying it. He goes in with Morgana's shield. His shield is also up. That wears off. And very nice job, TSM able to grab Baron before the fight begins, and they're going to turn onto this one. Reginald's going with the ultimate, but Morgana's ult is on with Zonya's. A lot of damage, and looks like Reginald gets taken out by Graves. Kayak's coming up big onto Sion there. Takashi gets taken down with a beautiful snipe from Kog'Maw and Nocturne. Muffin is forced out of the fight. Leona goes down as it's just back and forth right now. Aframu, the last one alive, the Hellsteel to keep him up, and he does go down. One-on-one, Mundo versus Chaos. And ladies and gentlemen, Chaos, the last man standing.
Wow, and didn't even have to use his his Quicksilver Sash the entire time. And that is positioning, guys. When you are the biggest damage source on your team, you do not have flash or heal up, and you still survive the entire time. You know your positioning was spot on. That was great. Guys at home, pull the VOD up once this is all done. If you want to learn AD carry, watch that one. Chaos cleaning up that team fight. He was the only reason that SoloMid won there. It was a good initiation from Reginald. They ultimately did win 5 for 4. That was good. They got Baron first and they kind of cleaned up the rest afterwards. So the whole team is, of course, to blame for doing well. They all did a really good job. Reginald initiated, stunned a bunch of guys. The initiations on both sides. Morgana went in there, used her ult, used Zonya, survived till everyone got stunned. But ultimately, I mean, Chaos going superhero mode. That was really what CSM needed, was superhero Kog'Maw, and that's what's happening here.
Really a great game of the AD carries, an 8-2-4 Aframu versus a 6-2-5 Chaos. Awesome job by the carries right now. 308 farm by Chaos in the game, 260 by Aframu. So we can see Kog'Maw is going to start doing a lot more scary damage as well. He'll probably be able to start grabbing up some elixirs for himself, and those green elixirs on Kog'Maw are so painful. It's not something you want to play with.
No, almost not at all. We're going to see him keep going for the spam, and of course, Chaos got to be rich at this point. You look at that build, and it's, aside from that last slot, pretty much completed.
Yep.
He's got 1,400 gold left in the bank as well, so you know he's kind of saving it for one big buy. Might be a Bloodthirster, might be GA, although I think he wants the lifesteal to kind of stay around in that build. You can see 13 lifesteal right now, so it's the Masteries plus that Vamp Scepter is his lifesteal. That's kind of enough. You can see it was, you know, it let him kill Mundo with half health left at the end there. So lifesteal is a big deal here. You can see him kind of fighting each other around the map a little bit. Oh, they catch Dyrus! They almost got Chaos, but of course he could cleanse that. They should not chase right here. This is a little bit too scary for him. Yo, Triesco is going to go for the flash stun. Oh, he's going to cleanse it. Nice. Now, can they get the rest of the damage here? Dyrus is at half.
Wow.
Kakashi going to take some damage as well. He's going to move on towards Muffin Cutie. KX there at half health. The ult comes off, and they're not going to land it on anyone too much. KX at 1/3 health. He's just chopping up Mundo right now. The R1 picks up the kill. Dyrus getting away with no health left. Oh, and now in the middle, Takashi getting hurt as well. Looks like she will fall down. It looks like no kills still for D8. Alphamir left alone and will fall. 5 for none. Team SoloMid cleaning that fight up.
It just seemed like V8 said, let's do this. No, let's do this. We did have a flash in from Triesco. He popped his Zonias before anything happened in the fight, and he definitely tried to get that Kennen out. Kennen, however, I believe he also has that Quicksilver. No, he did not. No, he doesn't. Oh, his Zonias actually went off. So there's about 3 Zonias right now within the game, and really in favor of TSM there as V8 used his, or Triesco used his out of turn. They were able to get the ultimate off on that one. Everybody focusing the right person at the right time, and it looks like TSM is able to take this one 2-0.
Excellent job by SoloMid. Going to move on to that winner bracket semifinal. They're guaranteed to be at least in the top 6 teams in the tournament right now, and they are looking good. Hopefully we can get some updates on the other matches of this tournament, but awesome job by SoloMid, turning that one around from a 6-kill deficit, a lot of gold down. That was awesome by them.
For sure. They played a really great game, even though he is having trouble top lane. You can see Dyrus there absolutely spent from playing against Triesco. That's Zion.